Welcome to the head-to-head for the co-main event, live on Channel 5 from 10 PM. Isaac Chamberlain to my left, Antony Woolery to my right. Isaac, you're back. How's it feel? Just under 2 years. I bet you're dying to get back in the ring.
Yeah, I'm very, very grateful. You know, I'm very grateful to be given this opportunity. I'm very grateful for Mick believing in me, you know, and trusting in me that I can come back and make some waves again.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to be back.
And of course, it looks like if you do get through Antony, which is up for grabs, he's a very tough opponent, you might be fighting in 2 weeks. Are you focused on this fight, or are you looking ahead?
No, of course, every fight you have to look forward to. You have to see what's in front of you.
Of course.
You know, because you know every fight is very different.
Yeah.
One punch can change anything. So you have to be very smart. You have to be very focused in not just every fight, but in every round of every fight.
And do you feel like you might be being overlooked a little bit? You've obviously had an amazing fight in The Ultimate Boxer. I believe you won the second and third round of that fight you were in. You know, Isaac's got a poster. You know, everyone's talking about Isaac's back. Do you feel like you're being overlooked?
Possibly, but I think he's a seasoned pro, so I think he knows better than to do that. And yeah, but I enjoy being the underdog. I came into this sport late. And I thrive on these moments. You know what I mean? That's it. I got the call late notice for the Ultimate Boxer. Turned up and wasn't in the best shape, but give it my all, and I enjoyed it. Didn't get the result, but enjoyed the occasion. And here I am again. Got the call for this one, and here I am, ready to go.
And it's your first 8 rounder. Is it clear to say that this is the hardest you've ever trained?
To be honest, obviously with it being late notice, luckily I do a lot of CrossFit with some guys from the local area gym that we train at, and we're going out to a CrossFit event in Spain next month. So I was training for that, luckily. So I was, fit already, if you know what I mean. So obviously when I got the call for this, for once in my life, it weren't a case of need to cut weight and all this kind of thing. I was actually ready to go. I just got in the gym, got some rounds under my belt and stuff like that. And
good stuff. And I know you've been training so hard. I know you've been off for 2 years, but you haven't stopped training. You seem more mentally tuned than ever before. Is it the toughest training camp you've ever done, or is it just a completely different experience given the pandemic?
It wasn't really a tough training camp. We as fighters, if you want to be a top fighter, you have to adapt to your surroundings. You have to adapt to everything that's around you. So what we did was, obviously there's certain times we wasn't allowed to use the gym, so we was just training outside. I was running outside and just focusing on the fact that the time will pass and you will get to your destination. You just have to keep training. You just have to keep focused.
Because I know you've come from a tough background. You did so well to get to where you got to before your break, and now you seem more mentally tuned than ever, like I said. Has there been a switch in your mentality, and what's it been like over the last 2 years?
It's just about trusting the process. 100%. Can you be committed to the process without being emotionally attached to the results? I think that's one thing that I've really held to me. Because what if something happens, that doesn't allow you to fight? For example, the corona situation. It's not about, you just have to trust the process instead of being emotionally attached to the fact that you never got the results that you wanted. So you have to keep going, and you have to keep going, and that's just basically how my mind has been, and I've just been focusing on my progression, especially with the new coaches that I'm working with.
And question for both of you. I'll start with you, Isaac. The ring walk is the moment where everything comes together, the nerves, the everything you've been working for. How are you going to be feeling when you're making that walk?
Just relax. You gotta relax. It is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? You just gotta relax and you're not fighting the event, you're fighting the opponent. You have to see, you have to study, you have to see what moves are there, what's happening, instead of it's on Channel 5 or it's a big crowd or what. Do you know what I mean? So all I have to do is just focus on the night.
And how about you?
Pretty much the same, really. I'm pretty good with my nerves and things like that. To be honest, my first time in front of the lights, the big lights and the cameras, was the Ultimate Boxer, which I was more nervous for the interviews and the media work than I was for the actual fights, to be honest with you. But Yeah, come fight. Now, like I say, I got into this sport later, so you know, in all honesty, I never thought I'd be fighting on some of these big occasions.
Yeah.
You know, so I just take it in my stride. And you know, some fighters, you know, dream of being able to fight live on TV and things like that. And this is my second time now. You know, and I've got this opportunity. So yeah, just take it in my stride and enjoy the night. And like you said, whatever happens, happens.
Good stuff. And obviously, saying you're the favourite, it seems, for this fight, even though it is pretty close. Do you feel pressure, being that, you know, you're more well known?
It depends how you look at pressure. You know, is it a way to use it as motivation, or is it like gonna hold you back? But I just think, you know, you just have to relax and let what's happening happen. Yeah. You know, everything happens in its time, and I believe it's my time.
Appreciate it for your time, mate. Thank you. See you tomorrow, mate. Good luck, boys.
Good luck, Jam.